and I live in North Carolina, and I do YouTube videos, and I post like fashion pictures, like OOTDs and stuff like that on my Instagram, and that's just mainly it.
That's pretty dope. What are your thoughts about Instagram TV since it's like a new thing? What are your thoughts on it?
I like it because it just I like the fact that like sometimes you want to post a video or like you want to do like a sneak peek of your YouTube videos and you can put it on there and it lasts longer than the Insta story. So that's definitely helpful. So I definitely think it's a dope idea. But then the only thing about it is that like I feel like it's never gonna beat YouTube still though. But
Oh,
I
so,
think it's a
uh,
neat idea.
so you say it's like never gonna be YouTube, or
I don't think it's gonna beat YouTube because I feel like it's a level where they try like to put YouTube into kind of like a YouTube idea into Instagram all in one. So it's like picture, Snapchat, and YouTube. Because remember when Instagram didn't have Insta Story yet? They got the idea when Snapchat got so popular. So it's just kind of one of those things. But like Snapchat is still pretty popular, even though they have the Insta Story now.
how
So
did you feel about that situation when Insta stories went live? What was it? How did you feel about it?
um, I didn't have much thought of it. I thought that the filters wasn't as good as Snapchat though. But then I did think that I mean I personally prefer Insta story though, just because I can advertise my posts and stuff like that. But I'm not too big on Snapchat. Snapchat is just usually I usually just use it for like my families and stuff like that. And it's not really me posting anything, it's just me looking at my family Snapchat. But yeah, so I'm not too big on Snapchat, but I did feel like they were just copying Snapchat. So
That's what's up. I mean, I like how like people were so mad about it, like when they announced it, and then like once like a couple months passed, like people were like so normal to it. Like people were like, ah, guess I'll use Insta
right,
stories, you know?
right. And just imagine when Facebook did it too.
Yeah, so that's super duper funny. When it comes to your Instagram, do you have like certain aesthetics that you try to post, or do you have like a certain method, or how does that go about when you post?
Aesthetic wise, I like I usually just like to keep it kind of like vintage or like I don't think I'm as neat about it as some other Instagrammers just because I do a little bit of everything. I'm not just like only fashion. I do like YouTube videos and I also sometimes do makeup and so it just kind of like hard for me to be consistent with like making it look aesthetically pleasing. But then I like the fact that people do it, but in general, I feel like you should just post whatever you want. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if people like what you post and they like your content, then they'll like it. It doesn't have to be like aesthetically pleasing, in particular. It
Uh,
doesn't have to be just one theme. That's how I feel about it.
that's what's up. What do you use to take your photos? Like a DSLR, an iPhone? What do you use?
I use a Canon 80D and that is a DSLR. And I also use my iPhone 8.
What do you use to edit your photos? Like Lightroom, Visco? What do you use to edit your photos?
I'm not really into Lightroom as much, but I like just like Photoshop, um, like Adobe Photoshop, and then but that can be kind of like complicated to use sometimes. It just like there's no I don't want to go through all that trouble. So sometimes I'll just use the Insta size one. They have like really nice filters and stuff like that. And then I've been recently trying out this new stuff for like your Insta store if you want to make it look nicer. Um some of them are like hype type, which is like basically you could put a moving like an actual it's more like a movie. It's like but it's just for text only. It's like text movements. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you want to say new story or a new post or something like that. It'll like actually like transition in. It's not just like a still photo. So I've been trying some like different apps that actually are just basically used for Insta story or your story Snapchat.
That's what's up. That's real cool. That's awesome. Uh, Do you use any like useful apps like that kind of like organize your feed or something like that, or not really?
No, not in particular. But I do use like a something that keep up with like who unfollows me and who follows me and stuff like that.
For sure, for sure. How did you get into YouTube?
Well, like a photographer asked me to do a photo shoot, and that's I actually got to modeling first, and then once I kind of did the modeling, I realized that I love being in front of the camera, anyways. So why not try to do YouTube? And I just decided to just go ahead and do it, and I find out that I actually really love it.
That's pretty cool. How long have you been doing YouTube?
It's only been a little bit over a year. But before I started, I think I actually took like probably 4 months of planning. Like I was looking for what type of camera I want, what type of laptop I'm gonna get to edit my videos and stuff like that. I did a lot of planning before I actually started. And then I think I started last year around April officially. Like I officially made my page and posted my first video around April.
What content do you put on your YouTube channel?
It's mostly like vlogs when I travel. That's the only time I vlog. And then I do like makeup tutorials and fashion lookbooks. That's mostly what it consists of.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. What do you enjoy to post on your YouTube?
Um, like I said, I just like post any makeup looks that mostly things that like people see me do a photo shoot and they ask me, they're like, oh, your makeup looks so good, and then so I'll just share it. Or sometimes I have a lot of people ask me for like tips on how to edit the photo, or like what I use to edit my videos and my photos. So I'll do like Q&A videos, and like I say, like when I travel, I like to just vlog it. But personally, my vlogs are more for me and just be for memories and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see. What do you enjoy more doing? Do you like to do YouTube more or is Instagram more?
I like both of them. That's hard. That's a hard question. The only thing is that doing YouTube takes a lot more work than Instagram, I believe. Just because, like I said, it's a lot easier to edit a photo versus editing a video. When you edit video, that can take a very long time depending on what you're filming.
That's what's up. That's cool. Do you have any like memories like or any like do you have like any like memorable moments like doing like Instagram or YouTube? Do you like have any like memorable moments or
Um, Not in particular. It's just that lately I feel like um I think at first when I first started I was like within a year of doing it. Um well actually it's only been a year. It feels longer. So like within half of the year of doing like officially put it on me on social media and try to be a public person and model and stuff like that, I was so worried about like the follow and how many likes I'm gonna get. But I think I finally just at the point where I realized that I don't need to worry about that. Just keep doing what I love doing, and eventually the follows and the like will come along the way. Because if they truly like your content and they truly like you for who you are, they will follow you. So just don't force it, let it happen. So I just kind of realized that, and lately I have been getting a lot more support, and I think that's memorable. And I like a lot of people kind of like come talk to me and DM me and let me know they love what I'm doing. And I think those moments are always the best because like I feel like, oh, like people actually know it's my hard work and they actually support me, and that's just a awesome feeling.
what social media platform do you use the most?
Instagram, definitely.
What are the positives and negatives when it comes to social media?
I would say that it's hard to put yourself on social media because you're kind of giving people something to judge on. And if you're sensitive, sometimes it can, even when you're not sensitive, it can really get to you. Like maybe you just having a bad day and then you see a like someone wrote a bad comment about you or something like that, or you hear people say stuff about you and it makes you it can really get to you. But me personally, I'm not a really sensitive person. So to me, I just feel like if you don't like my content, then like it's okay. Like it's like everybody had their own different style. They had their own different taste, and it's okay if you don't like mine. So in general, I think you just have to deal with the haters and just realize that when you put yourself on social media, that there's gonna be people who's gonna judge you, and that's just part of the deal. And you just gotta have to deal with it or ignore it, and just know that like it doesn't matter what they say.
That's pretty awesome. Do you have like a favorite type of music that you like to listen to?
Right now, I'm really into EDM, but I actually like any type of music. It doesn't. I think the only type of music that I don't like is country. But yeah.
That's pretty funny. You notice? Well, you said you mentioned earlier. Not when we were doing the podcast right now, but you mentioned something about video editing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how long did it take you to like master video editing for YouTube?
Oh my god, I don't even feel like I've mastered it yet. Like I feel like I'm still learning right now. Like I definitely, if you watch my first video compared to my latest video, you definitely see how much I improve along the way. But then at the same time, it's still not where I want to be. Like I don't even think I'm a master. I'm still learning every day when I do new videos of how to improve and like how to make it better. And also, I think one of the hardest thing for me was that trying not to make the video too long. Like that can be a challenge for me. So yeah, but I don't think I'm a master yet because like I said, I've only been doing it for a year. But then I definitely have improved.
That's what's up. That's cool. Do you face any challenges when it comes to video editing?
Yes. I think I don't know what's the hardest part of it. I mean, I think just finding time to actually edit because and also just know how to use the tools and the softwares that you use because I switch between three softwares. I use iMovie and Wondershare Filmora and also Adobe Premiere. So I definitely had to like get used to the tools and stuff like that. But then I would say Adobe Premiere is the best one, but it's challenging because like Adobe Premiere is really advanced. So there's so many tools that like I don't even know what it does or what it is, and I'm still learning along the way.
That's pretty cool. How did you become a portrait model? How did that come about?
Like I said, it's just like a fellow friend photographer asked me, and after that, I just had people ask me, and uh, it was Nancy Lee. Her name's Nancy Lee, and she originally asked me first, and then after that, I have a few other photographers. By the way, most of them, I'm Hmong. My ethnicity is Hmong, and most of the photographers I have worked with, they're Hmong also. So I think that kind of helped me gain connection because we're both like the same ethnicity. So they kind of like they already work with a lot of homegirls also. So they're like when they saw my work, they're like, "Oh, I haven't used her yet." So they would ask me, and one particular photographer, she actually ended up asking me a lot because she only lived like 20 minutes away from me, and it's just easier to ask me because she knows that I can drive, and like because a lot of other models sometimes they work with they don't have rides or like they don't have their own car or they're like still really young, so they need the parents to come along with them if the photographer want to shoot them. But I guess it was easier to ask me because I didn't live so far, and I was just kind of like there. And then so they definitely like helped me gain exposure, and then after that more and more people ask me. I actually have a lot of people from LA that have asked me also, but then it sucks because I don't live in LA. That's like so far from me. I don't go there too often. So like, but they told me that if I'm ever in LA, they'll love to shoot me.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I noticed you love fashion also. Where did you get your fashion sense from?
Hmm. I guess it just with other Instagrammers basically, and I gain inspiration on my fashion through a lot of stuff, like even just watching TV shows or movies, like or just seeing people on the street. And I guess one thing is that like I just love like window shopping sometimes, like scrolling through like Photo One's app or whatever, and then you'll always see what's the latest trend. Like if you just really look through like what's new on the like app and stuff like that, like what item recently just came in into the store, you can definitely see what's in trend. So yeah, I think that I mean, I think in general I just always love shopping anyways. It's like a stress reliever. So
That's pretty cool. I noticed that you have some flat lays on your Instagram. How long does it take to prepare a flat lay?
if I already have one in mind, it doesn't take that long actually. Maybe like 15 minutes. But then like it take me maybe another 15 minutes to take the photos. Not even 15 minutes, maybe like 5-10 minutes to take the photo. And then sometimes I use my phone or sometimes I use my DSLR camera to take it. And then I edit it on Photoshop just to fix the lighting because sometimes my room lighting's not even. So I want to make the my wall look even with the picture. So yeah, and I think the editing takes a little bit longer because like I said, it's kind of hard to even the tone out like the shadows and stuff like that. So that usually takes a little bit longer, like but at max like 30 minutes. So
That's what's up. Do you have like a favorite like fashion accessory that you like to wear? Like whether it's like glasses, hats. Do you have like a favorite accessory?
I had this thing where I always buy hats, but I don't usually wear them. Like I don't know why. Like I'll go to the store and I always buy hats. Like I just love hats, but then like I'll buy them and I don't actually wear them out. And then but then if personally I love wearing earrings, like really simple dainty earrings.
It's pretty cool. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's see. I totally forgot what question I was gonna ask. Yeah. What made you want to be on the podcast with me? I'm always curious.
Personally it's just to give me something new to try out because like I said, I never been on a podcast before. This is my first time ever and I just thought it would be interesting to actually just give it a try, see how it goes.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. Usually I ask the people that I interview this if they have any questions for me. I usually ask them that. Do you have any questions for me or?
Um, how did you find my Instagram?
I think I went through the explore page, or I either found you from a person I follow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I probably scrolled down on the explore page and I saw some of your photos, and I was like, "Yo, she has some dope photos." So yeah, I think that's how I followed you, or I mean, that's how I found you, and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
'Cause I did wonder. I wonder how he found me because you did kind of ask me randomly, and I just thought I was like, okay, sure, why not?
yeah, I think I found you through the explore page. Yeah, I was like, "Yo, she has a dope Instagram. I definitely have to check her out." And I definitely have to check out your YouTube videos. I definitely have to check that out though too. So it's pretty
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's
I mean,
cool.
it would definitely help if you do, and subscribe and support your girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was the photo that you saw? Do you remember?
Sheesh.
If you don't remember, it's fine. Because
Okay.
sometimes I find people and I just don't remember how we found them. I just remember I found their photo. But I was just curious.
I would have to find the photo that I liked. Oh yeah, I think I found it. It's the picture. It says showered in hydrangeas. A shot from my
Oh, her
upcoming
ginger.
Yeah, that was the photo I liked. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
was the one.
that wasn't that long ago.
Well, I don't know. I had to have liked your photo a while ago though, but that was the one that I guess I've liked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
So so why did you decide to interview me?
shoot. I thought you had just dope content, like honestly, and I always like to interview people that have dope content or just have like a dope aesthetic or dope feeds and stuff like that. So I like interviewing influencers, and I
Mm-hmm.
like hearing other people's stories too. So I was just
Mm-hmm.
interested by behind like the photography aspect, the photos that you've taken or like that have been taken of you, and yeah, I'm always curious. So they're like really, really abstract and they're really cool. So
Mm-hmm.
So I
I
really like
see.
that. So yeah. I have a.
So
Oh yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh,
You go ahead.
I was gonna ask. I'm not that like too into fashion, but like, what would be some fashion tips that you would give guys if they were trying to get into fashion?
Um, well, one thing that I do know about guys is that sometimes they feel afraid of wearing certain things because they think that if they look too girly and they have like certain patterns or stuff like that. But then, like, don't be scared. Like, don't be scared of patterns or wearing pink. It's like it doesn't make you less manly than you think, you know. And like, there's nothing wrong with it. So that's one thing that I particularly felt like guys are afraid of doing because even my boyfriend, like, he's afraid of wearing like floral stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't make you girly or anything like that. It's actually really in trend with guys. And like I said, the whole thing where like you can just literally just scroll through like um any store app and look at what's in trend, and that would definitely help you just to know what's like in trend for the fashion with guys or women. It doesn't matter which one, you know, because like every store is always trying to keep up with the latest trend.
That's what's up.
But
That's pretty cool.
yeah, but I guess in general, I don't really know how. Like, I know that guys' clothes are definitely a lot more expensive than girls. So like, I don't know how to tell them how to save though personally because their stuff is so expensive compared to girls. Like girls always like they always have sales and stuff like that. But then when we go shopping for my boyfriend, oh my god, it's like it's always so expensive. He get like two shirts and it'd be like $50. You know, for girls you can get two shirts for like 20 on a good deal.
Yeah, guys' clothes are pretty expensive. Yeah, 50
Yeah,
bucks for two
so
shirts
I
is
think that's
yeah.
one issue why sometimes guys don't want to shop either because guys' clothes are so more expensive, you know, and it's just like, well, like I'm not gonna go shopping because like I had to spend $50 on two shirts and girls don't have to do that. So yeah, it's definitely different for girls and guys, I would feel like for fashion wise. And I mean something that you can never really go wrong with guys, at least is or in girls actually, is stripes. Stripes like just match everybody in general. And it makes you look slimmer too. So yeah, and I know that like the whole army jacket like um is also like always in trend no matter what. So yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Were you gonna say something before I asked you a question, or?
Hmm. I don't remember now.
Oh well, it's all good. Maybe you'll
Oh,
remember later. Oh.
well, you did say that you would like to be a photographer. Is that correct? Eventually, or
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
photography?
I actually do some photography. I don't post a lot on my Instagram, but like a little bit. But I do a little bit of photography.
Mm-hmm. So, so you have worked with models before. Is that correct?
I've only worked for like a couple, just like a couple models. Not too much, but yeah, just a couple models.
So, what are your like tips for like models then?
I guess if you're a photographer, I guess learn different poses. If you're a photographer, like honestly, if I was a photographer and I had to tell somebody, just like watch videos on different poses, so you can teach the model like a certain pose that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, like the art of posing is definitely works wonders in your photos, especially because like sometimes like most of the time if you have like a certain vision like you would like to project that vision on your model or somebody who you're taking photos with. So I would say learn the art of posing, so like different poses and stuff like that. uh,
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, when you're taking photos, honestly just like maybe take like a day like and just like not think about photography because like sometimes like photography could be like overwhelming. And so I just say like take a day to like breathe and just
Mm-hmm.
like take a day off and then go back to photography because like sometimes like you want to clear your head when it comes to photography and editing the photos. So I would say take your
Mm-hmm.
time when it comes to editing. Another one when it comes to photography, try to before you edit it, I would say try to get like the best angle possible, or just try to get the best photo like through your camera first before you heavily edit it. So
Yes.
just try to get the best photo possible before you edit it. So through the camera, and yeah,
Do you?
I just say like everybody has different stages when it comes to photography. Somebody told me on this podcast, don't like compare your like your stage one to some, or no, not stage one. Don't compare your chapter one to somebody's chapter 10. Like honestly, everybody has like a different level of photography, and don't worry, like your photos will get better in time. So yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I think that's with anything, like anything you do, because it's also like that for me who model and also do YouTube. Like sometimes like, oh, like they're so good, like why can't I be like them or whatever, you know? But I think that's like, well, I just started, so maybe I shouldn't compare yet, you know? And then there are also some people who like have kind of gave me the same, like they say the same thing to me, like, oh, like you're so good, like like what do you do, or like, you know, like I've been doing this for a while but I'm not as like where you are. And I was like, oh, like don't worry, like it just takes time, like everybody has different style. And like I usually do try to help people too, like I tell them what I use and try to give them tips and stuff like that, so if they like what I do. But in general, and if I usually ask them questions too about what they do, because you know, like you never know where you can gain knowledge from.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, let's see. I had a question, but it just left me, so I will probably think of one on the fly. But like looking at your Instagram, it's like so diverse. Like it's crazy. Like I like the content.
Yeah,
It's like they're so diverse.
well, that's one thing that sometimes like I know people don't like, because they like to keep it to like one content or like consistent, you know, with their contents. But because like maybe like if they do fashion, they want to only keep it related to our clothes or like OOTDs, you know, outfit of days and stuff like that. But personally, like it's kind of hard. I don't want to manage too many accounts because I just feel like that'll just be too difficult, you know. And I just feel like it's okay to post wherever you want. Like if people like your content, they'll like it. If they don't, it's okay too, you know.
Yeah,
So that I do look at it and I do feel like I wish I was more organized with my contents. But like I said, it's just like the whole thing. Like I do a little bit of everything. It's kind of hard for me to be organized about it, you know.
yeah, I definitely understand that aspect. Like some people want to keep like their feed consistent or a certain type of way. So like I like how like your posts are like kind of diverse. So I like
Yours pretty consistent.
that. I try to be. I try to be. But that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I can be like that. I tried to before and it just didn't last long.
Okay.
Because if you look at my older posts, like I would do flat lays like every other day. So it would be like flat lay and then like a portrait picture of Amanda. Like yeah, like a portrait photography picture that I did with somebody, and then it would be flat lay again. So I did that for a while, and then I finally just I kind of quit doing my flat lays. I don't know why. I think I just kind of lost motivation in it, but I'll eventually get back into it. But you have no idea how many holes I have on my wall because of doing the flat lays. I use a lot of pins and tapes.
That's pretty awesome. That's cool. That's pretty
Because
dope.
people, yeah, people always ask me like, how do I do it? Like, I just use like push pins and tape,
That's
and
pretty
then
cool. That's pretty
yeah, and then
awesome.
I edit them. So
Yeah, give me 1 second. That's pretty dope. I would like to get better at like I would like to do some flat lays and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
uh, it also it really helps when you just look at like other Instagrammers or other people for inspiration.
Yeah. So
Did you want to do like fashion flat lay, or what kind of flat lay did you want to do?
I mean, I probably would probably start out with maybe like some flat lays like for like photography, and then maybe I
Mm-hmm.
may want to dive into the fashion flat lays and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who do different kind of flat lays. Like I know people who do like food flat lays, you know, and then like there's other people who do like kind of like a bullet journal flat lay said, and then there's other people who do like makeup flat lay. So there's definitely a lot of different kind of flat lays out there that you wouldn't think that there would be.
That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome. Uh, what do you see the to the future of doing like YouTube and Instagram? Do you have like a game plan for it, or?
Not particularly because, like I said, I'm still improving. So, like right now, I'm just always trying to improve with my next video or my next picture. Like I just want to keep improving, and like I don't know where it's gonna take me personally, but to me, it's just more like a creative outlet. And if something happens along the way, like something bigger, like it actually can make a career out of it, that'll be awesome. But I don't want to depend on that. I don't want to stress over that.
It's pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome. I don't think I have any more questions, but thank you for coming out to this podcast. I really appreciate that. Thank you for like
No,
giving
it's
me
no
the
problem.
opportunity.
Well,
So
thank you for asking me because this is definitely a different experience, and I definitely appreciate it.
yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. So yeah, this was really really fun. So if we have like another topic or something like that, like in the future, I'll let you know if you want to do like another podcast together. So that'd be pretty awesome. So
Yeah, that'd be great. Have you ever done group podcasts, by the way?
no, I was thinking about doing a group podcast, but scheduling, so that like never like came out together. But I would like to do a group podcast. That would be sick. Um,
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome too. I would love to talk to other people about like their experience and their thoughts and on social media and stuff like that.
yeah, that's what's up. It's funny because I noticed a couple people that I follow on Instagram that follow you and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, that no, that people that I follow that follow you.
Uh huh.
Let's see. Brittany NG follows you. I don't know if you know
Uh
who
huh.
that is. A
I
person
do.
named.
Well, I don't know her personally, but I mean,
Okay,
I've
yeah.
been following her for a while.
Okay. A girl named Annie Dang. I follow
Mhm.
her, and then a girl named Jen JG.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you done podcasts with them?
No, no, I haven't done any podcasts with those three. Never. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. But no, I haven't. I don't think I've reached out to them yet.
Oh,
So.
that'd be awesome because they're like definitely inspire me too.
Okay, cool. I mean, if you could send like a message or something like that, like, "Hey, I've done a podcast with this dude," that'd be cool. If you could like spread the word or something like that. I mean, between those three, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll let them know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll send you like a screenshot of the people that it's like only three people, the people that I just mentioned. So I'll send you a
Okay,
screenshot. So
sounds
yeah,
great.
so yeah.